We've got lots of different due dates and things on our calendar, but not every due date is necessarily qualifies as a numbered benchmark. So I kind of want to get a rough list of our benchmarks for this, and then I think we'll be...
Planning is the most important thing, I think, in project learning.
When teachers are planning projects, they have to spend an incredible amount of time sort of orchestrating what the end is going to look like and mapping backwards from that.
Tentatively, let's just say one is the group reading proposal where they're forming a group that's going to all look at one book together. What am I doing cumulatively at the end of a given grading semester or year that's showing that my students have accomplished these standards? We need to have more of the micro steps that we do for the actual paper. This project got its start last summer. The science, history, drama, math, and English teachers kind of laid out what this project was going to be. We wanted it to be more math science based. So that was our first sort of parameter, was a math science style project. Our science teacher was thinking about having them read this book called Absolute Zero. He thought that would be a great lens from which for them to look at physics. I want to discuss Graham starting the project really this week by introducing the book Absolute Zero. So that's when we came upon the idea of let's have the students read some pretty complex, sophisticated science books, learn about some big concepts in physics and or mathematics. And then here's where my definition of project learning comes in. Show what they've learned, show what they know in the act of creation.
He studies the lengths of the metals. He looks at the size of the anvils.
Gina happens to be a former elementary school teacher, and her imagination was seeing these films, and I think she just logically suggested, hey, let's have them bring it to the real audience of the students. And of course, as soon as she said that, we said, of course. Take 30 more seconds, and then our conversation needs to spill into the larger group.
Project learning can sometimes be perceived as being unstructured, but when it's done well, it actually has quite a bit of structure to it.
Let's start by discussing what kind of quality you felt like this video is at right now and where that kind of fell in the rubric. Let me see some hands.
It's there in the sense of the teacher's got a mental map and probably a written map as well of how this project is going to unfold. Now it will change because things never happen exactly as you expect, but it will change within boundaries.
We try to do as much planning as possible before the launch. Every project I've done so far, we're still planning after the launch. Maybe there's even something in your lesson that you can develop it a little bit further. But the kind of planning that occurs after launch date can be very healthy because we're looking at the actual student work.
There's a lot of revision, there's a lot of critique, and so it is a very iterative, reflective process that has to be quite well organized to be successful.